Now, this is the game of Stern Halma. Yes, I do know what you're thinking. This looks like Chinese checkers. Yep, basically, that's the colloquial name, Chinese checkers. It's not Chinese, it's not checkers, but for some reason, it's being called Chinese checkers. Correct name is Stern Halma, but don't really care that much, really, I suppose, as to if you want to call it Chinese checkers, go ahead. Doesn't matter what you call it, I suppose, in the end. What is important is that it's actually a really simple game, once more, like everything else with thinking tools. But what's really good is there's a lot of skill involved. There's a lot of stuff you can learn from this, and that's why it's in the Thinking Tools collection, because there's so much you can do with it. Just for those that actually need to know the rules, you probably find it a lot of places around. But this is how it's going to go. Let's try it like this. You move forward. Now you can have 6 players. I'm going to be red. But you can actually play with 2 players. I can leave these 4 out, or you could have 3 players and just use the red, the green and the white, so that they're all symmetrically aligned. Or you can actually run with 4 players. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The ones that aren't involved with the 2-player game. Or you can have 6. You can't really have 5, I don't think, so easily. But you can have pretty well everything else, really. So here we have it. I'm red. What have I done? I've moved forward. That's one possible move. Just to compare though, if I was the black player, here I am, black player, I can jump. Now, no piece gets removed. If I do a jump, I don't remove the piece being jumped. Now, it's not the same as like drafts or Chinese check or you know, American checkers, or whatever you're going to call it. The piece being jumped does not get removed. And, you know, with solitaire, the same thing would apply. You'd remove the piece in the middle. No, not with this. Okay, so what is the aim? What am I trying to do? I'm red. I'm trying to go where black is. What's black trying to do? Black is trying to go where I am. So it really comes down to, it's a race. I'm trying to get there, as I'm red, I'm trying to get there faster than black can get to my end piece. See how we go. Now, you've noticed already that jumping actually does get you further. So jumping is the way to go. Except, take a look what red can do now. I can jump, but look, I can jump again. I can keep on jumping while I am able. I move one piece. Here it was. This is the piece. It started here. It went jump. It went jump. It went 2 jumps. I'll do it again. So I did jump, jump. That's how I got there. I can do as many jumps as I wish. There is no restriction on the jumps that are possible. And the same way, black could do 2 jumps here. He could jump out of the back here. 1, 2 jumps. He ended up out there, but that's okay. Every jump must be in a straight line. But once I've done 1 jump, I can change direction for the next jump. And I can do all sorts of things. Let's see what I can do here. I can do some strange things, actually, that I probably wouldn't even want to do. I could do this black move here. I can do jump. I can jump sideways. Is there any gain in that? Well, normally no. Normally I wouldn't really get anything out of doing that, but if you want, go for it. So the aim really is going to be making sure that most of your moves involve jumps. And most of those jumps should be jumps forward. Not backward, not sideways, because you don't get anything out of that. And backwards is actually losing ground. Let's take a look what I can achieve here. 1, double jump. And so on like that. I can do these double jumps and see where this is going to take me, I suppose. Black. Well, black would like to be jumping something here, but I don't think really that they've actually thought this out particularly well in advance, because I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, where am I going to jump? Well, I can take this one jumping over here. Yes. I can jump this one here. But most of the jumps I'm going to take are going to be single jumps, not double jumps. Well, I'll do something. I'll jump like that. At least that's something. And I suppose red has actually got a bit more system to what they're doing. They can jump here, and they can either jump here, or they can jump here. So it's really up to them as to which way they decide to go. But if they do jump here, they'd like to jump a 3rd time, but they can't because there's something blocking this jump here. They could jump sideways here. They could, you know, got lots of options, I suppose, really. But that might be, yeah, that might be where they decide to, to leave things. So they could have jumped. Yeah, jump like that. Going there, that's fine. And so on. This game is going to go on for a while, right? Because it's going to be a case of everyone trying to move their things forward. So what are the rules that are going to be involved? Well, the only other rule I can think of is what do you do if somebody blocks their end? Well, what we would have to do for that is to move most of black's pieces forward. There they are. Let's say they're up here somewhere. And if that's the case, maybe red's pieces are moved forward as well. We're going to jump ahead about 125 moves here. Approximately. See how we go. And what's going to happen in the end is that red might be stuck out here, right at the boundary, and they can't get in. They might have a few pieces out here as well. But the only thing here is going to be the blocking, right? Because black has got their 3 pieces stuck at the end here. Now, red's about to win. Let's face it, red really has this game under control. If this was the way it is, red has this game under control. But red can't finish the job. Why? Well, they can move here, and that's that. But they can't actually go any further forward because black has actually captured the end bit. Well, they've actually not captured. They've just stuck their rear end, I suppose you like, in the end bit. So, what red can then do, if they can't go forward, well, they can go forward here, I suppose. What red can then do is they can do a swapping of someone next to them. So they can do this. They can force black to go here and red to go there. Or they can force, now they could force red to go in here and black to go out there. So you can't block your end. If you're about to lose, just like black is about to lose here, you can't just block it. Your opponent, if they can't move any further forward, can do a swapping. They must do a swap with a piece next to the block. So there we have it. That's how it's going to go. So black is also being helped in a way by this, by being forced to move forward. But it's more useful for red because they're actually closer to winning anyway. And so this would be the way red moves would transpire from here. And then I suppose black can jump out here, but, you know, off we go. But, yeah, that's how it's going to work. They're the rules. What do you find? How do you win? Well, we're about to see. I think we're about to see red winning because we're going to do the swapping of positions here, like that. Black is going to move forward. They can do it like that, but they know they're going to lose because, well, what else can happen realistically? Red can, red can move in here. Black can jump out here. A double jump, in fact, out like that. But in the end, it's not going to matter much because here comes red jumping in. Here comes red moving in here, moving in here, moving in here. I suppose we should have allowed black to move a few places as well. And within a few moves, red are there. That is a winning position for red. Red have assumed their opponent's end position, and that's victory for red. That's how it's going to work. Okay, if you have 3 players, well, again, the winner is the one who gets there first. It's just a race. Chinese checkers is just a race. There is nothing else to it. It is simply a race. And the rules simply are that you can do this process of jumping around, you can do all that kind of stuff, but in the end, it is just a race to get to the end. End of story. Yeah. So black will make a lot of moves to go from here, won't they? Be able to get somewhere that they'd like to be. So we won't worry too much about that. Okay, that's how victory is achieved. We've skipped a lot of moves in the middle, but that's how victory is achieved. Okay, this board is part of the Thinking Tools collection, and it's part, in fact, of our board games collection. You can actually get a whole lot of board games all together, so you're actually not sort of like getting 1 or 2. You're actually getting a whole set, and you get the notes to go with it. You get everything that you need to go with it. I'm just going to throw up the website address here on the screen. www.thinkingtools.com.au should be on the screen right now, where you can see it. And that is where to find all this stuff. And you're going to get a lot, you're going to be able to see everything that's available there. So you get a bit of a better view. Okay, all right, that probably is all I need to say right now. Thanks for listening and watching, for that matter. and we'll see you next time. Great.